Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Carson Wentz and the Indianapolis Colts.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you, and I'll tell you, on second down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Throwing is Cousins. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation? They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation? On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now in a pretty difficult situation as this defense up to the task. Ball in the red zone, 2nd and 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. As we drop you into the action, it's 2nd down, 2nd and 5 inside the red zone. From the 17, Wentz throwing middle, but it's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
A pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Calling a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tough spot here for the defense. Let's see if they can step up. We drop in on a 1st down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Again, it's Johnson. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a 2nd score.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings have taken the lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if the Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. This a give to Mack running to the right. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. And we've got an injury, and that's to the wide receiver, T.Y. Hilton, who is yet to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wentz to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a big 3rd down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the 3rd quarter. Here's Eason off the play fake. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman there to make the grab. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
A potential turning point in a one-score game. What can this defense do as they look to hold on to their 2nd half lead? Gonna run with Madison again. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
Let's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now a give to Madison. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, an 8-yard touchdown run. This offense have got a really nice drive going, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jordan Wilkins punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry.
This defense now desperate to protect their 3-point lead. What can they do here? This might be the drive that decides it one way or the other. On 1st down, here's Mon. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team? As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mon. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Here's Mon. They're going for it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And growing pains as an NFL QB, they're going to happen. He's played pretty well in this one. They still have the lead, but those moments, interceptions, pick sixes, occasionally going to happen.
Rookie. It happens, right? Just what you mentioned.
Fourth quarter, tight spot here. Kicking team down by 3, going for the onside kick. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the
on first down, Wilkins, and he gets it down to the 32. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run again with Wilkins and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They run with Wilkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Wilkins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
in a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.